And we're rolling. Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Desiree, and if you are new here, welcome. I do want to preface this video really quickly. I do not speak for the brand or the company. I just want to make that very clear. Do not speak for the brand or the company. Thank you for heeding my disclaimer. Let's get on to the video. For those of you that don't know, I was recently hired as a Disneyland cast member, and I am a former DCP 2019 cast member, so DCP Fall 19 alumna. So this is my second time being an attractions cast member, and I have chosen to vlog my whole beginning process and continue on doing some Disney vlogs since this is a very big passion of mine. And I had a lot of questions about Disneyland onboarding because previously, since I was a CP, the acceptance process, application process, all of that fun stuff was very different than the current process that I've been going through, and so I figured I would help answer some of those questions by posting how my time has gone so far on the YouTubes for all of y'all to see. So I have a very stacked and unstacked vlog for you today, and I'm gonna explain a little bit of that right now. So I initially intended to do a video of all these things that have kept me so busy the past few days. I had tradition on Wednesday. I had guest interaction training on Thursday. I had my first day of on-the-job training yesterday, Friday, and today is Saturday, August 21st, and I had my second day of on-the-job training today. I have my third day tomorrow and my fourth day on Monday. So I have been non-stop back and forth between my home, which is about a 40-minute drive from Disneyland, and that would be great if I drove. So I've had to do a combination of public transportation and Ubers to be able to get back and forth, and it has been a lot, and I can talk about that a little bit more. But I do have a driving test coming up September 9th, and I'm hoping that that problem will be alleviated after that, because boy am I tired. So this vlog for you is going to have a little bit of my traditions experience, a little bit of my first guest interaction training day, and then my past couple of days I haven't vlogged a ton, if at all, because the thing with Disney is that anything that is backstage cannot be photographed or filmed, so I can't actually show you what I'm doing when I'm backstage. And I spend most of my time either on stage working, which is also a time where I cannot have my phone out, or backstage taking my breaks, which again, I can't have my phone out. So I have not vlogged a lot. Definitely want to do a costume reveal at some point. I think that'll be on the next vlog, but for now, these have just been the little snippets of how my week has gone. Good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday, August 18th, and it is 5:54 in the morning. Been up for 40 minutes, I think. I'm just gonna get ready now and try to wake up. So, wake up time. It's my favorite thing, just the balloons. I just love them. Hello everybody, just some updates. I have not spoken to you since this morning. I did cry during traditions, so that's fine. Just some updates. Turns out, since COVID is a thing, I actually don't get to go into the parks until we have our main entrance pass, which is mailed to us, and we receive them in about 2 weeks. So I actually won't be able to go into the parks for a bit. But I do start on the job training tomorrow, as I found out, and I know my location now, so I will be doing a full reveal on that. But for now, I am heading home because I am exhausted. I know that it doesn't look like much, and to be honest, when I look back at the footage, it doesn't seem like much, but so much has happened within the past few days. I've done so many new fun and exciting things. So the first thing I wanted to do today was to break down what traditions is. So your traditions class, also known as your welcome to Disney class, is kind of a congratulations from the company. It's your welcome, showing you what kind of magic you are part of and how you can kind of help create happiness within the company as a cast member, which is a really important part of our roles here at the Disneyland Resort. That is essentially traditions. You receive your name tag as well as your blue ID during traditions. Your main entrance pass is mailed to you on the day of traditions, so you receive it about 2 weeks later. Since I just went through traditions this week, I do not have my main entrance pass. Formerly, pre-COVID, you were able to go into the parks using your blue ID until you received your main entrance pass. However, during COVID, current COVID situations, you actually have to make a theme park reservation, and since we don't have a physical ticket, we aren't able to make that reservation. Cast members are not an exception, and so we will not be able to go into the parks until we receive our main entrance pass. But once I do have that pass, you better believe I will be up in the parks. Promise. Good content. So that was basically traditions. The difference between my intro classes from this versus my college program / Disney World cast member time period was that on Disney World we had traditions, and then on a separate day we had what was called On With the Show, which was basically a tour and information session of my home park, so Hollywood Studios, and we had Welcome to Ops, Welcome to Operations, and that was a separate kind of breakdown of safety precautions to take as operational cast members. So that was very different. What we had here was a class called Step Into the Magic, which explained in depth the 5 keys and what we were expected to do as cast members and safety precautions we're taking during COVID. So it was a very different experience in terms of classes, and in Disney World they were all broken up in different days. In Disneyland it was all in one day. So it definitely was a little bit tiring. You definitely want to get some good caffeine into your system that day, but they did have coffee in the break room, so that was really nice because I was able to stay caffeinated. And that was basically that first day. It was a lot of receiving information, and it has been a lot of receiving information ever since. My first day in the parks during guest interaction, we actually used a general costume that would theme in well with wherever we were walking. That way it was a little bit clearer that we were brand spanking new and just kind of touring the area and familiarizing ourselves with backstage and getting used to our location, because it is very different backstage than it is on stage, and it can be a lot harder to navigate since you can't really tell where you're going all the time. It was really nice to have that day to just kind of get used to that and discuss more general expectations of an attractions cast member and different ways that we interact with our guests. So yeah, guest interaction training was a fun day, very relaxing, wasn't too much. It was some walking around, some reading, some signing forms. It was kind of a combination, but it was not that hard. It was more just an information session in the parks. My first day of on-the-job training was yesterday, and it is always so wild to me how quickly you move as a cast member. I and my training partner, we operated all of the attractions that we were responsible for yesterday, which was really exciting. And actually, that being said, I wanted to do a location reveal really quickly so I can talk about this part in depth. So if I could get a drum roll, please. If you could not already tell by my shirt, I'll give you a moment to think about it, and my ears, I am making magic in Fantasyland as an attractions, casual, regular cast member. More specifically, I am working Fantasyland Classics Route 1. So in Fantasyland, there are 3 different routes that you can work attractions for. There's routes 1, 2, and 3, and I am on Route 1, which is where most people start for Fantasyland in Classics. So my rides are Pinocchio, Snow White's Enchanted Wish, and the Casey Jr. Circus Train, 2 of which I had not previously ridden before I started yesterday. So that was really exciting to get to experience. We did ride all of the rides, and then we did operate all of the rides at all of the positions for the rides, which was really exciting to me that we got to get so hands-on so quickly. And I have to say, I think driving the Casey Jr. train might be my new favorite thing. Formerly, I worked a simulator ride, so it is a very, because Star Tours is a simulator, so it is a very different operating experience having physical vehicles that are actually moving, and having to operate those is very different, and it is a very different setup. But once you're an attractions cast member, it's kind of just in you to learn how to learned how to multitask and to have that skill on deck. So it has made my time training just a little bit easier, understanding more general terminology, some of the signals that we need to use, and anything like that, so that we can ensure the safety of all of our lovely guests that come through our attractions, because there are a lot of guests who come through our attractions. We are working classics, we are working the OGs, and I feel so honored and so grateful to be able to make that magic for people. I have to say, yesterday I definitely at some point was this close to crying after a guest interaction in the best way possible. I was just so excited just to see her face light up and be able to make that connection in that moment just even the tiniest bit magical for that guest was really exciting. So I've definitely gotten a little emotional about it. Believe me when I say, cast members, we love our jobs. So today we basically just read a bit more and operated more and learned more, and we opened attractions today. So tomorrow we are closing attractions, so this video will most likely be up probably tomorrow morning. It is going up a little bit later just because I have been so incredibly busy traveling back and forth between Anaheim and here, and then having 8-hour shifts has been, you know, a little taxing. I'm definitely tired. I definitely napped for like 2 hours when I came home because I had been up since 3 in the morning. So it's been a time, but it is so worth it. It is so worth it, and I am so happy to be a cast member, and I can't even explain that. So that's basically it. That's been my past few days. It hasn't even been a week. I was gonna say that's been my week. No, it hasn't even been a week. That's been my past few days. I have a knowledge assessment tomorrow and a performance assessment on Monday, and once I pass both of those, Mickey forbidding, then I will officially have earned my ears, be a fully fledged attractions cast member, and be on my own from now on. So I cannot wait. I'm a little nervous, but I'm excited. So on Friday I will be able to update you with how this coming week goes, plus tomorrow, so Sunday through Thursday for Friday's vlog. And hopefully everything goes well, but I'll see you next week in that regard. If you're just now finding my channel, I do both Disney and fitness, so that's my 2 passions, I guess, so to speak. But those are my 2 focuses on this channel. Next week, like I said, you can expect my last couple days of training plus whatever shifts I've worked until then. I think there's only like 1 scheduled till Friday, so we'll see how that goes. I'll give you a little look-see at my costume, even though I'm sure you're familiar with the Fantasyland costumes, but I really love them. I really do. And that is pretty much it. Make sure that you go ahead and click that like button. Go ahead, click that like button, go ahead, click that subscribe, turn those notifications on. I post new Disney content every Friday, new fitness content every Wednesday. And until next time, folks, I will see you real soon. Bye!